In the teeming metropolis of Lagos, where ancient spirits still whispered between skyscrapers and underneath flyovers, there existed a fashion house unlike any other, Celestial Threads. Celestial Threads stood in the heart of Lekki Phase 1, a gleaming white building with gold-trimmed windows that seemed to glow even on the cloudiest days. Its proprietor, Adana Okorie, was as mysterious as she was talented, a woman whose age no one could quite determine, whose beauty remained untouched by time, and whose creations were sought after by every bride from Ikeja to Ikoyi. Adana's bridal gowns were not merely garments but enchantments woven into fabric. Brides who wore her creations radiated supernatural beauty, their skin luminous, their eyes sparkling with an otherworldly light. Marriages blessed by Adana's gowns flourished. Businesses expanded, children came quickly, and harmony reigned in the household. Her waiting list stretched years into the future, with mothers registering their daughters before they even reached adulthood. Her hands must be blessed by Yemoja herself, the market women would whisper, referring to the Yoruba water goddess, known for her beauty and maternal nature. But nobody knew the true source of Adana's power. With each masterpiece of her craft, her fame spread further, eventually reaching the ears of Nigeria's elite and beyond. Celebrities flew in from across Africa just for consultations, but Adana remained selective, choosing her clients based on criteria only she understood. When Remi Adeleke, daughter of Lagos State's most powerful political kingmaker, arrived at Celestial Threads, the staff immediately recognized a perfect client, wealthy, connected, and desperate to impress. Her wedding to Olumide Johnson, heir to one of Nigeria's largest banking fortunes, was to be the social event of the decade. Money is no object, Remi declared during their first meeting, her designer handbag casually placed on the consultation table. I want something that will make everyone weep with envy. Adana studied the young woman carefully. Beautiful, yes, with her chemically straightened hair and designer clothes, but there was something cold in her eyes, something calculating in her smile. Why do you wish to marry this man? Adana asked, breaking her usual protocol of discussing designs immediately. Remi's perfectly arched eyebrows raised slightly. He's from a good family. Our parents have been friends for decades. The merger of our families will create new opportunities. She paused, then added with a practiced smile, and of course, I love him. The last sentence hung in the air, hollow and false. Adana nodded slowly, making her decision in that moment, though her serene expression revealed nothing. I will create something extraordinary for you, she promised, her voice smooth as the finest silk, a gown that will reveal your true nature to all who behold you. That night, alone in her workshop, Adana approached an ancient loom. You wish for envy, child, she whispered to herself, thinking of Remi's cold ambition. Then envy you shall have. As moonlight streamed through the skylight above, Adana began to work. The loom seemed to come alive under her fingers, threads moving almost of their own accord. For 7 nights, Adana worked without rest, her fingers flying across the loom. The completed gown was breathtaking, an architectural masterpiece of ivory and gold that seemed to capture and amplify light. When Remi arrived for her final fitting, 2 weeks before the wedding, her entourage gasped as she emerged from the dressing room. You look like a goddess, her mother wept, clutching her chest. Olumide will fall at your feet, her maid of honor declared. Remy herself stood transfixed before the mirror, turning slowly to admire how the dress emphasized every curve, how the strategic beading created an illusion of otherworldly perfection. Something flickered across her reflection, a momentary distortion that made her appear serpentine, but it happened so quickly that Remy convinced herself it was a trick of the light. "It's perfect," she breathed, meeting Adana's gaze in the mirror. "How much do I owe you?" Adana smiled, a gesture that didn't quite reach her eyes. "The standard fee we discussed, though I should warn you, my creations have power. They reveal truth and manifest destiny. Wear it with awareness, child." Remy laughed, a tinkling sound that held no real mirth. "As long as it makes me the most beautiful bride Lagos has ever seen, that's all the power I need." The day of the wedding arrived, and Lagos's elite gathered at the prestigious Civic Center. The governor was in attendance, along with ministers, foreign diplomats, and business tycoons. Security was tight, with private guards supplementing police presence. Inside, the hall had been transformed into a wonderland of white orchids and gold accents, with a clear view of the Lagos Lagoon through floor-to-ceiling windows. As the ceremony began and Remy appeared at the entrance, a collective gasp filled the room. She was beyond beautiful, radiant, glowing, ethereal. The gown seemed alive, shimmering with each step as she processed slowly toward her groom, whose face reflected genuine awe. "She looks like an angel," someone from the crowd whispered. "What do you think is going on here? Could the bride be hiding a deeper secret? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if this episode had you hooked, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Episode 2 is coming with even more surprises. You won't believe what happens next. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to find out. This journey is just getting started.